Imagine looking at a radar screen and seeing this. Hundreds of planes from different airlines, all trying to land on intersecting runways. And every single airline demands you pay in a different currency. Trying to book a simple flight would be a nightmare of total chaos. In the financial world, we are seeing a very similar situation unfold right now with a trend called real-world assets, or RWAs. As you can see in this diagram, traditional physical items like gold bars and paper assets like stock certificates are being digitized and turned into glowing tokens that live on the internet. Traditional finance is actively moving in on this trend. Looking at this iconic Wall Street sign reminds us that massive institutional banking giants are currently bringing their heavy machinery into this digital space to take advantage of these new assets. But there is a serious plumbing problem slowing them down, which we call fragmented liquidity. Right now, these digitized tokens are scattered across isolated blockchains. They look like disconnected floating islands with no bridges. Buyers and sellers pile up at the edges, completely unable to cross over, creating a massive digital traffic jam. That traffic jam is exactly what a project called Blockstreet, which trades under the ticker BSB, is trying to fix, and they are moving incredibly fast. They recently raised $11.5 million and managed to attract over 1.2 million users during their initial pilot testing phase alone. Blockstreet's goal is to clear this bottleneck. They are attempting to build the unified highway system required to make this massive shift of real-world assets onto the internet actually flow smoothly. The architecture for this new highway comes from CEO and co-founder Hedy Wang. Before starting this project, she spent years leading highly complex quantitative trading strategies at elite Wall Street firms like Apollo and Point72. She left traditional finance to solve this exact plumbing issue, designing Blockstreet to operate like a grand central station for the entire digital asset world. Here's how that actually works on screen. A massive central hub appears right between those isolated blockchain islands, acting as a universal bridge. Specifically, it connects major networks like Ethereum directly to the BNB smart chain. With the chains finally connected, the traffic jam clears. You can see tokens and currency now flowing seamlessly back and forth, meaning a buyer on one network always has instant access to a seller on another, all in one central location. And the cargo moving across this network is highly valuable. We are talking about digitized versions of traditional assets, like these vintage United States savings bonds, finally trading smoothly on a modern digital track. By acting as a universal adapter, Blockstreet aims to upgrade cryptocurrency from a fragmented trading floor into a highly efficient, professional financial network. To understand how the BSB token itself is valued, we need to look at its tokenomics, which is simply a way of describing the strict rules of supply and demand for the asset. This container represents the token's hard cap. A heavy lid snaps shut right at the 1 billion mark, meaning that is the absolute maximum number of tokens that will ever exist. It acts like a company issuing a strict limit on its shares to prevent endless inflation over time. Right now, we can see a fill line sitting at the 22% mark. That shows us there are currently 220 million tokens out in circulation today, which gives the entire project a total market value of roughly $91 million. Now, let's trace the actual price action on this line chart. The token reached a peak of $1.18, but has since dropped down into a valley, trading at around 41 cents today. Highlighting that gap shows us the token is sitting 65% below its highest point. That tells us the broader market is currently treating the project with caution. Watch this thick horizontal line appear at the 60-cent mark. Traders call this resistance. It is a visible price ceiling that the token needs to break through to prove to buyers that it has regained its upward momentum. So while the economic rules safely limit how many tokens can exist, the chart clearly shows that investors are waiting for tangible proof of market momentum before they are willing to value the asset any higher. Let's weigh the evidence. Looking at this infographic, we see two major pros: an institutional-grade team with real Wall Street experience, and a rare simultaneous launch on 3 massive exchanges: Binance Alpha, Bybit, and BitGet. On the downside, the price has clearly taken a heavy hit. Climbing out of a 65% hole with heavy price resistance waiting above is going to be a difficult climb. And secondly, look at this gold bar secured inside a vault. The infrastructure to control these highly valuable digital assets is an incredibly crowded race, filled with well-funded competitors. Blockstreet brings credible technology and serious ambition to the table. But building the highway is only half the battle. Getting millions of users globally to actually drive on it remains an entirely unproven challenge. Bringing traditional assets onto the internet is one of the biggest ongoing stories in finance today, and Blockstreet has placed itself directly in the center of the crossfire. As always, this content is not financial advice, so please do your own research. Like and subscribe for more breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next one.